I hate YouTube gurus so much. This guy copied my video word for word and is selling a course. How are people like him real? Romero.
My name is Romero, and I accidentally became a YouTube automation guru. So, what's the secret to succeed on YouTube? I want to build an online business. Yes, you can succeed on YouTube doing that. One video completely changed my life.
I want to start with a definition because YouTube slop is a very, very flexible term. For some people, any sort of opinion or commentary they simply don't agree with is slop. Others believe it has to do with minimal effort, like reactions. But for the sake of clarity, right now, my definition is that AI generated content, commonly referred to as automated faceless channels by the slop gurus, that is the real sewage of YouTube. And yet, with each passing day, much like real sewage, I guess, there's more and more and more of it. Except, hilariously, the slop tubers are now cannibalizing each other. And when I really sat down to think about it, that's actually the end stage conclusion of this whole AI content get rich quick scheme overall. Because the people who want to do it, and especially the people who are preying on them, don't actually know how to do anything else. By the way, I'm actually late to this topic by a mile this time because the whole thing already made rounds and got covered by Moist Critical, among others. But the angle I want to focus on is not plagiarism, because I honestly don't care in the slightest that these people plagiarize from each other. The angle I want to focus on is that they're a giant human centipede of content creation where if the dollar hits the pavement, they'll eat each other. Let's take a look at the quintessential automation guru, as they say, to understand what the formula is. Meet Carl Faceless. Carl is very vocal about how much money he makes, something you can see plastered all across his channel with incredible thumbnails showcasing hundreds of thousands of dollars on the analytics dashboard, with titles like, "These 3 new faceless YouTube niches are blowing up," or even more on the nose, "I made 300,000 views with one AI brain rot video, copy this." According to Carl, YouTube isn't luck, it's science, and you can make all of the money, if you want to, with his faceless automation systems. It's a compelling argument, genuinely. People are desperate these days. Prices are tough, times are hard. Others are lazy. They want money for free with little effort, and the visual claims, as well as the explicit claims that Carl makes in the videos, are very appealing. Just one problem. If you look at the thumbnails, you'd think he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars with these channels. If you listen and actually watch those videos, you start seeing it's more like tens of thousands, maybe. But then if you start digging just a little bit deeper, you find out he just keeps reusing the same income screenshots. That wouldn't necessarily matter, except he's reusing them as the proof all across his brand new insane niches type claims. Here's one from July. 3 brand new faceless YouTube niches making money in 2025 with proof, okay? Showcasing about $7,000 total. But then here's another one from just 3 weeks ago. 5 new insane YouTube niches that are blowing up, copy them with the exact same proof. You can't exactly make the same money twice from different topics several months apart, can you? Dissect the overall content even partially, and you rapidly find that the entire thing is a house of mirrors. At one point, Carl certainly has made money on YouTube. He actually made quite a lot of it compared to the typical rock bottom average, but he certainly isn't making tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars every couple of weeks, at least not from faceless YouTube channels. See, on the side, even though it's not on the side, it's actually the main business model for these con men, parallel to the barrage of, "I make tens of thousands per month on YouTube with AI channels," all those claims, he sells courses on school.com. Here's the page. And what you immediately see is that he has almost 600 members, each paying $50 per month. That's well over $25,000 every 4 weeks from students who believed the claims about going viral on YouTube and making a lot of money, because that's where the actual money is. YouTube gurus aren't successful because of their AI channels, even if they've done comparatively well with some of those channels at times. They're successful because of their courses and the subsequent propensity for desperate people to fork over money, hoping that the course will actually change their life or do what they claim. That is the secret sauce, okay? That is the primary business model. Well, seeing as I hate that type of person, today is a very happy day because if I'm right about this, which I think I am, we've witnessed a firsthand example of exactly why and how the entire community of get-rich-quick AI slop tube gurus eventually devolves into pure chaos. Let's meet our next character, Romero. This guy's a pretty big step up from Carl, and if you look at his school.com classes, you'll see 1,600 members at $37 per month. That's $720,000 per year just from classes. And believe it or not, that number has only gone down recently. Back in October, it was 2.2 thousand, which is over $80,000 per month. But with the title of king come the problems. In a rapidly viral social media post, Romero took to Twitter and proclaimed his hate for YouTube gurus, his anger that someone had copied him, and he put out a video showcasing that yes, another channel had one-to-one ripped off his content. He actually deleted the post now, right as I was making this video, but I archived pretty much everything, so no matter. Let's have a guess at what type of channel stole his content, shall we? That's right. It was this guy who specifically does the exact same thing as Romero. This one's a little bit more isolated. He has his own website, so we don't get stats directly, but he's supposedly offering $4,000 worth of tutorial content for YouTube All-Stars for just one easy payment of $497. What a bargain. Except if history is any sort of guide, he probably stole that too. And he's not alone. Here's Danny Y, probably towards the end of the Guru Human Centipede on YouTube, who also copied the video. And this time he has 124 students at almost $100 per month. That's well over 6 figures a year, just from spamming about how much money you make. Whether or not it's true is entirely secondary, and then raking in revenue from desperate people. Awesome, guys. Well done. It is absolutely hilarious to me that a person like Romero is angry because people stole his content. And do you want to know why that is? Because Romero, with absolutely no hyperbole here whatsoever, Romero instructs people to quite literally find popular videos on YouTube, copy their script word for word, as in scrape the script out of the platform, paste it into ChatGPT, get it tweaked, and then post it on their own channel. He makes many, many hundreds of thousands of dollars from students, teaching them to steal other people's content that they spent a tremendous amount of hardworking time to make. And he does the very same thing when it comes to news articles as well.
So the first thing we're going to do is go on Google and search up Hawaii real estate market crashing. From here, we're going to click on news, and then we're going to see a bunch of articles. So what we're going to do is just copy the entire article, and we're going to paste it on a blank Google Doc. Once you do that, you want to click on File there at the top left, hover over Download, and download it as a PDF document. So once we do that, we could just open another Google Doc, go to the second article. You know, we want to get like 2 or 3. We're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to copy the entire thing. We're going to paste it on a blank Google Doc, file, download, PDF. So cool, that's pretty much it. Now the next thing is giving all of this information that we just downloaded and giving it to a ChatGPT prompt. Now the script prompt that I use for Roof Report is going to be posted on my school community. So if you want that prompt, you can go ahead and click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. Listen man, I'm already giving out a lot for free, all right? Let me have something, let me gatekeep something. So we're just going to copy the entire prompt. We're gonna go on ChatGPT, and then we're going to paste it with the 3 PDFs of the news article. So again, if you don't know, you just click the little download icon here at the top right of your Google profile, and then you'll see them here. Just click and drag onto the chat box. Literally, that's it. So cool, once that's done, we can just click enter, and there we go. ChatGPT is writing the entire script for us. But I still review it. It's a lot of research still, you know? I think my videos are so good, you can't even tell they're made with AI.
These people are a joke, but the best part about all of it is that they hate each other just as much as I hate them for doing it. After the first guy posted his content and it trickled down the chain, resulting in a moist critical response eventually, these absolute... Okay, let me stop there. I don't have anything nice to say. These gurus, right? Gurus, all made responses. AI is not actually bad, yada yada. But this guy, Danny Y, goes on this monologue about how he's sorry and he'll take the video down. He apologizes profusely and he knows how it feels, as in it feels bad and he doesn't like it, because he made some sort of viral YouTube thumbnail template at some point, and now everybody copies it from him. It's basically just him with this whole like get monetized turbo clickbait, where he points at the dashboard with his finger with like a green number, and it's just completely fake stats, okay? Like it's not just clickbait, it's a lie in the thumbnail. But wait a second, because do you remember Carl, little faceless Carl from the very beginning of the video? Yeah, Carl is one of the people who now steals that thumbnail. We've come full circle back around. They all hate each other for stealing ideas and content while they teach thousands and thousands of people and get rich in the process, I might add, with an entire education course about how to fucking steal ideas and content. They don't like it when their own goddamn peers use the same industry tricks on them, but they're fine making $500,000 from desperate people while misleading them into believing that they can make unrealistic amounts on YouTube with like straight up lies in the thumbnails and directly advising them to go scrape scripts out of videos and steal the very same way that they steal from each other, which they hate and complain about. These people, oh my God. You can't get any lower in the YouTube barrel compared to these guys. It's one thing to draw inspiration. That is a real thing. It happens. People do it. I've done it. Everybody does it. But scraping the literal script out of videos and pasting it into ChatGPT so that you can shit out an AI clone is absolutely indefensible. In my opinion, they should be shamed by the entire audience. Their channels should be deleted, every single one of them, and their customers, students, I guess, should file credit card chargebacks. What you have is a YouTube human centipede situation. If you don't know what that is, do not look it up. It's horribly disgusting. But the PG version is that there's a chain of people eating each other's content and shitting out something worse, where the second and third and fourth people in the chain are turning to all the ones behind them and saying, actually, you guys, I'm in the proper position. What I do is fine. Except they all do the exact same thing. Ultimately, they're competing with each other as they make the entire platform worse for everyone. But there's a limited amount of space when you factor in the exponential replication of AI content. Original videos take time, they take effort, they take creativity above all things. But these people can just copy and paste like Control C, Control V, which means eventually the sewage bubbles over into the street. These people eat each other when their own techniques are used against them. And as time goes on and they continue destroying the ecosystem, that problem is only going to get worse for them. Check this out. Perfect example. World War II, AI slop. Here's some more, and more, and more, with a million other channels behind them just like it. Half the content here isn't even true. It's just completely fabricated. But these people don't care. They're doing what the guru told them to do. And the end result is that they make nothing. The guru gets rich in the process and attacks all the other gurus because they're stealing from everyone, including each other. Actually, what do you even call it when the creators who steal content are stealing the content about how to steal the content from each other? It's like an Abbott and Costello sketch. Anyway, none of these people deserve sympathy. Literally no one should care if they plagiarize from each other, and the entire platform would be exponentially better off if they stopped existing. That's it. If you want to support actual human content, links down below. A special VPN deal, locals in Patreon, channel memberships, etc., etc. As always, thank you all for watching. Question everything, and have a nice night.